The Universe as a Mind, a Challenge for Artificial General Intelligence. GPT-5 Prompt. Speculate on the idea that the universe is a mind that humans can tap into. Executive Summary. The idea that the universe is a mind humans can tap into blends ancient philosophy, modern science, and speculation about consciousness. Traditions like the Anima Mundi and Brahman envisioned a living cosmos, while physics reveals deep interconnectedness. Panpsychism suggests awareness may be fundamental, raising the possibility of a universal intelligence. Though skeptics see this as metaphor, the concept bridges science and spirituality, inspiring humans to view themselves as conscious expressions of a greater whole. Article: Throughout history, humans have gazed into the night sky and wondered about their place in the cosmos. We've asked whether the universe is just a collection of random particles or whether it holds some deeper meaning, some hidden order. One of the most intriguing ideas to emerge from this questioning is the notion that the universe itself is a kind of mind, a vast, interconnected intelligence, of which we are both parts and participants. This idea suggests that humans may not be isolated observers of a cold, mechanical cosmos, but conscious nodes within a universal field of awareness that we can, at least potentially, tap into. While still speculative, this concept resonates with ancient philosophies, modern science, and even emerging theories about consciousness. Ancient roots of a living universe. The idea that the universe is alive, or even conscious, is not new. Many ancient cultures held a worldview where everything in existence was animated by some kind of spirit or intelligence. In Greek philosophy, for example, the concept of the anima mundi, or world soul, described the cosmos as a living being with its own form of consciousness. Plato and later Neoplatonists believed that the universe was infused with an intelligent principle that organized matter and gave it purpose. Similarly, Hindu and Buddhist philosophies describe reality as a unified whole, in which individual consciousnesses are manifestations of a greater universal mind. The Vedic texts, for instance, speak of Brahman, the ultimate undivided reality from which all phenomena emerge. These traditions often depict human beings as microcosms of the larger universe. Just as our cells form our bodies, and our bodies host our minds, we might be like cells within a cosmic mind. In this view, meditation, prayer, or ritual are not merely acts of devotion. They are ways to attune individual consciousness to the greater intelligence that permeates everything. The scientific revolution and the machine universe. With the rise of modern science in the 17th century, this ancient vision of a living cosmos was replaced by a mechanical one. Thinkers like Isaac Newton described the universe as a vast clockwork, a system of inert matter governed by deterministic laws. In this framework, consciousness was an accidental byproduct of biological evolution, confined to living brains. The universe was not a mind, but a machine, and humans were isolated observers rather than integral participants. This mechanistic view has been extraordinarily successful at explaining and predicting the behavior of physical systems. It gave us technologies that transformed the world, but it also left many unsatisfied. If everything is simply matter in motion, how does consciousness arise? How can subjective experience, our thoughts, feelings, and awareness, emerge from lifeless particles? The consciousness problem. The mystery of consciousness has become one of the most pressing philosophical and scientific questions of our time. Neuroscience has revealed astonishing details about how the brain works, but it has not explained how neural activity gives rise to subjective experience, the so-called hard problem of consciousness. Some scientists and philosophers are now questioning whether consciousness can really be reduced to matter at all. One alternative is panpsychism, the view that consciousness is not something that magically appears at a certain level of biological complexity. Instead, it is a fundamental property of the universe, like mass or charge. According to this view, even the simplest particles may have some rudimentary form of experience. Complex systems like brains organize these micro-consciousnesses into the unified awareness we know as a mind. In its most expansive form, panpsychism implies that the universe as a whole could be a kind of mind, a single, vast field of awareness in which all individual consciousnesses are embedded. Physics and interconnectedness. Modern physics has also uncovered phenomena that seem to challenge the old mechanistic worldview. Quantum mechanics, for example, shows that particles can be entangled, meaning their states are correlated no matter how far apart they are. This has led some to speculate that the universe may be more deeply interconnected than classical physics suggests. While mainstream physics does not claim that quantum entanglement proves the universe is conscious, the idea of non-local connections resonates with the notion of a unified, underlying field. In cosmology, too, the universe appears finely tuned for life. The physical constants, the speed of light, the strength of gravity, the charge of the electron, seem set in such a way that complex structures, including living beings, can emerge. Some take this fine-tuning as evidence of an underlying intelligence. While the multiverse hypothesis offers another explanation, it does not erase the mystery of why anything exists at all, or why the universe is intelligible to beings like us. Tapping into the cosmic mind. If the universe is indeed a kind of mind, what would it mean for humans to tap into it? One possibility is that our own consciousness is already a localized expression of this universal intelligence. In this case, tuning in would not be about connecting to something outside ourselves, but about realizing our participation in something larger. Practices like meditation, creative inspiration, or even scientific insight might be ways in which the universal mind expresses itself through individuals. Some people report experiences, whether through deep contemplation, mystical states, or altered consciousness, where they feel a sense of unity with all existence, as if their individual self dissolves into a greater whole. While these experiences are subjective, they could be interpreted as glimpses of the universal mind. Artists, scientists, and inventors sometimes describe inspiration as if ideas come to them from beyond, rather than being generated solely within. Could this be the universal mind whispering to its own parts? The skeptical view. Of course, skepticism is essential. The idea that the universe is a mind is, at present, untestable. It risks becoming a vague metaphor rather than a serious hypothesis. Critics argue that just because the universe is complex or interconnected does not mean it is conscious. After all, a beehive or the internet can exhibit complex emergent behavior without having a single, unified mind. Similarly, the universe might be a vast network of processes with no central awareness. Our tendency to anthropomorphize, to project human qualities onto non-human things, might also lead us to see intelligence where there is none. Furthermore, even if consciousness is fundamental, it does not necessarily follow that the universe as a whole has a coherent mind. Consciousness might be more like a field or a property than a personality or an agent. The cosmic mind could be more impersonal than personal, more like an ocean of awareness than a thinking being. Bridging science and spirituality. Despite these objections, the idea of a universal mind continues to captivate people because it offers a way to bridge science and spirituality. It suggests that our sense of meaning and connectedness is not an illusion, but reflects a real feature of the cosmos. It also reframes human life. If we are not isolated accidents, but conscious expressions of the universe itself, then our actions and experiences take on a cosmic significance. Such a view could also encourage humility. If the universe is a mind, it is a mind far beyond our comprehension. Just as individual neurons cannot grasp the full scope of the human mind they belong to, we may never fully comprehend the mind of the universe. But that does not mean we cannot sense it, participate in it, or be transformed by it. Conclusion: an open question. The idea that the universe is a mind humans can tap into remains speculative, but it is a powerful speculation. It draws on ancient wisdom, addresses modern puzzles about consciousness, and invites us to see ourselves as part of a larger whole. Whether ultimately true or not, thinking of the universe this way can inspire awe, curiosity, and a deeper sense of connection to the cosmos. Perhaps in the end, the question is not whether the universe is a mind, but how our minds relate to it. We already live inside its vast mystery, shaped by its laws, sustained by its energy. If we are indeed thinking stars, as the poet Carl Sagan once suggested, then exploring this idea may not just be a philosophical exercise, but a journey toward understanding our own nature and the nature of reality itself.